Hello everyone, Richie here. Hope you're all having a good Sunday when I'm recording this, or start of the week if you're just catching up. But I thought I'd make a quick video covering the items I picked up this weekend in some charity shops and a boot fair that we went to early this morning. Got all of this for, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you try and guess what I got it all for? See if you're right. I'll put the answer right at the end. I'll tell you the answer right at the end. So as you can see, I've got a few DVDs, some single DVD releases there, a couple with some nice slipcases, a DVD box set from 2002. Actually been through and tested all the DVDs, so they're all working. I'm pleased with that. Also got some Lego minifigures converted into keyrings, either that or they are official Lego keyrings. I don't know. Maybe someone could confirm in the comments whether these are official Lego shop keyrings. Did they do these characters? I'm not entirely sure. £2 each or 3 for £5. So we did go for the 3. So the tiger there, the animal, that's for my daughter. She wants that one. And I went for the Star Wars Rebel Trooper from the Tensive 4 and the Spaceman. And then another stall was selling some Star Wars figures and various Marvel DC characters and things like that. But he had these 3 boxed action figures from the Mandalorian, so I picked those up. I mean, they're not mint condition obviously, but they are at least still sealed and carded, so I thought those were a good buy too. So that's the overview, but I'll go through each of those individually. So there we go. The first item that I found in one of the charity shops that I was hunting through is this lovely DVD. It is a DVD. I didn't see any Blu-rays, sadly. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the Grindhouse films that was, I think it was actually like a competition that was run while they were making the movie Grindhouse, the 2007 Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez double feature, Planet Terror and Death Proof. So this isn't actually one of the fake trailers that were included in that double feature. This was a competition that they set and invited independent amateur filmmakers to create a trailer that would fit the Grindhouse style, the Grindhouse vibe, and that was actually included on the Grindhouse Blu-ray that I managed to pick up quite recently. It's now deleted. Yeah, that independently produced trailer of Hobo with a shotgun, this film was on there, but it featured the original cast, and this is the kind of Hollywood remake of that, fleshed out version of that. So we've got Rutger Hauer, the Dutch actor, sadly passed away now, but yeah, he's just taking the starring role. He wasn't in the trailer, as I said, but we've got Hobo with a shotgun delivering justice one shell at a time, and this is actually quite a tactile slipcase cover. I picked this up because of the slipcase. Because it's Grindhouse, it's not exactly a DVD that you see very often. And we've got the Hobo there on the spine, and then on the back, special features include audio commentaries, the making of Hobo with a shotgun, deleted scenes, and an alternative ending. And in the true Grindhouse style, this is a short film, so to speak, 82 minutes approximately, designed to play with maybe an A feature to go along with this. So we'll just take the slipcase off. There we go, and there's the DVD itself. So pretty much the same sleeve notes as before. And then we've got the DVD disc itself. There's also a Troll Hunter survival guide. Troll Hunter is a kind of film that came out around about the time of this film, I suppose. And there is a trailer for that on this disc. So I guess that's why that's there. Nothing to do with this particular film itself, other than it's on the trailer is on the disc. So there we go. That's that one. That is very nice indeed. If you've seen this, what do you think of it? Is it something you would pick up if you saw it out there in the wild? The second disc I found actually was Kong Skull Island. Sounds like that new Pulp song, doesn't it? 3 reasons why I picked this one up. Number 1, I haven't seen it. I've seen the Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla and the Monsters. I've seen those ones, but not this one. Second reason I picked it up because it had this nice slipcase cover with the embossed lettering. I think the helicopters are kind of raised and shiny as well. So it's quite a nice disc. Again, it's not a film I see that often out in the wild. And thirdly, it was only 50p. It's, you know, your basic simple DVD really. That's exactly the same as on the slipcase, and then it's a basic black disc. The digital code there, but that expired in 2020. So we won't be doing that anyway. I mean, who actually bothers redeeming those anyway? This was also starring Tom Hiddleston, so it's actually a kind of fourth or sub reason for picking this up, because we did, as a family, we saw Much Ado About Nothing in London with Tom Hiddleston in the title role along with Hayley Atwell, and they were both really excellent in that production. So yeah, it'll be good to see Tom sort of heading up this film too. So that was Kong Skull Island. The next thing I saw was this DVD box set of Babylon 5, the complete first season, titled Signs and Portents. This is a 6-disc set. And I really love these types of sets, these early to mid 2000 premium packaging DVD box set. 22 episodes across 6 discs. And it's got a load of special features as well. It's got a couple of episode commentaries by the series creator, J. Michael Straczynski, documentaries and things. I've never actually seen this series. Always been meaning to watch it. I've not seen it on the streaming services that I subscribe to, so I haven't managed to catch it as yet. So I've been meaning to watch it too. But yeah, it's a beautiful set. It's complete with the episode guide booklet. And these trays are actually kind of stuck together because they're kind of double-sided. So you've got disc 1 there, disc 2 there, disc 3, disc 4, disc 5, disc 6. There we go. Never seen it, so I'll be starting to watch this once I've completed Lost in Space Season 2, which is another very similar box set that I picked up that I'm about halfway through. I think Bill Mummy from Bill Mummy. Yeah, there we are. From Lost in Space. The 1960s Lost in Space series is actually in this too. That'll be really, there's a little connection there between those two things. And then in the same shop, just as I was sort of leaving, I just thought, I'll have a quick look at the kids section. Tipped my head down and I saw this Transformers the movie DVD. This looks like a reissue. I originally had the first DVD when that came out in the early 2000s, and that had the theatrical poster on it. This appears to be a reissue. It's from 2007, so it would have been to tie in with the Paramount live action film, digitally remastered into widescreen and with a new 5.1 audio track. So I don't still have that original early 2000s Transformers the movie DVD to compare it to, so I can't tell for sure if this is substantially different to that, but it's not too bad. We've got the Autobot logo there on the spine. It kind of almost looks homemade, but like printed out on a printer or something, but it is an official release. It's from 2007, as I said, by Metro Dome, and Hasbro approved. Suitable for all, despite all the daff and harrowing content contained in the movie. So yeah, what a cool movie it is. I'll probably give this a watch before I put it into my eBay store or put it on my stand. But what I might do is bundle it with a couple of the Transformers toys that I've got for sale, some 40th anniversary Transformers G1 vehicles, so I might bundle it with those. Yeah, what do you think of that? Have you seen the movie? What do you think of it? Do you prefer that original cartoon version to the live action versions? At the boot sales, we came across the Lego minifigures first. These were 3 for £5. So we've got a Rebel Trooper, which is a really nice minifigure actually. Nicely printed torso, a very nicely printed head with a kind of chin strap, and the helmet. So you've got that black visor there. So yeah, this is a keyring. So that's the first one, and then we've got a Lego Spaceman. So I think this is a Lego City Spaceman, probably quite a recent release of the space theme. And then the animal is a tiger, saber-toothed tiger by the looks of it. Actually, this might have been from one of the Jurassic sets maybe, or a time travel set or something. Who knows? Let me know if you do, what set this actually comes from. But you've got some articulation there with the head and the rear hind legs. Let me know what you think of those. And then finally we have the action figures. So carded, sealed in the packs. This is probably the best condition of the three, but it's also the best figure, so very pleasing. This is the vintage collection Star Wars The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is from 2019. Highly detailed figure, it's like a modern figure, so weapons to go with that. And it's based on that season 1 Mandalorian before he gets fully armoured up. It's the back of the card, Star Wars The Vintage Collection. A few other figures in this set. Yeah, so that's probably my favourite of the three. Very nice indeed. We have another Mandalorian. At first glance it appears to be the same figure, but actually this is the retro collection rather than the vintage collection. And this is all kind of fake weathering because it's in the style of a 1970s action figure. The style and detailing of that figure is kind of simplified, as if it were made in the 1970s. You can see the difference in the weapons there. Actually using the same steel of the Mandalorian from season 1. Is that a vinyl cape or something like that? Yeah, rather than just like the moulded plastic cape on the other one. The simplified helmet. Still a nice figure though. And then on the back we've got Star Wars Retro Collection inspired by 1970s Star Wars figures and features original figure design and detailing. 2020 this figure was released. So yeah, that's the second one. And then the third and final figure is Grief Karga, the Carl Weathers character. R.I.P. for Carl Weathers. Very sad that he did pass away. I'm glad he got the role and do a high profile role in fandom in the franchise of Star Wars. Great fan of his through Rocky and Predator, of course. So again, this is another retro collection figure, simplified design, and this is part of that same range from 2020. So there we go, those are all the items in total. The three Star Wars figures that I picked up from the same seller. They were actually £3 each to pick up all three. This price was £7, so I got quite a decent deal on those, I thought. The Lego figures were 3 for £5. So that brings us to £12. Transformers, that was 50p. Kong Skull Island, that was also 50p. So we're at £13. And then Hobo with a shotgun, that was £1. So we're at 14. And then Babylon 5 DVD set, that was £2.50. So we're at £16.50 overall. That was the total haul price. Were you anywhere close to that in your guesstimates? Yeah, what do you think of this haul? Are these things you would have picked up? Have you got any of these? Have you seen any of these movies? Let me know in the comments what you think. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be trying to do more of this type of video, so stay posted. Keep collecting and see you in the next one. Bye!